Hi, my name is Zizette Mullins. I'm the Burbank City Clerk and your election official. I want to provide our residents a little insight into how our ballots are processed and counted in the City of Burbank all-mail ballots municipal election. Voters have several options to submit their ballots. They can mail it in the prepaid postage envelope, drop it off at the Burbank City Clerk's office during business hours, or at one of the drop-off centers on the Saturday prior to the election or on election day before 7 p.m. When ballot envelopes are received in the office, they are time-stamped. Then the security flap is removed and the envelopes are inspected for signatures. Those envelopes that have no signatures are damaged or spoiled in any way or have been marked that the voter has moved or is deceased are set aside for the city clerk staff for further processing as follows. Those marked deceased or moved are sent to the Los Angeles County Registrar of Voters to update their records. Envelopes marked spoiled or those damaged in the mail process are immediately reissued by staff and remailed, only if they have enough time to send it in the mail. If not, our staff contacts the voters and asks them to pick up their ballot from the city clerk's office. If an envelope is missing a signature, staff first contacts the voter by phone, followed by a letter if needed. The voter is notified that he or she did not sign the ballot and needs to come to the city clerk's office to sign the ballot on or before election day. The envelopes with signatures are bundled into groups of 20 to continue the verification process. The envelopes are then run through the vote remote machine where every envelope is scanned for signature verification in batches of up to 100. The envelopes with challenged signatures are pulled aside for manual verification by staff using two different methods: LA County's Voter Information Management System and the City of Burbank's on-base system. If signatures cannot be verified, voters are called and mailed a letter to notify them of the problem and asked to stop by the city clerk's office to verify their signature. If the signatures cannot be verified by our staff, they are emailed to the Los Angeles County Registrar of Voters for a final inspection to verify or reject the signatures. The envelopes with valid signatures are sorted by precinct number into batches of 20 and placed in their precinct boxes in preparation for the canvassing board to inspect. The Thursday prior to election day, the canvassing board, along with the city clerk, the assistant city clerk, and two other staff members, begin to canvass the ballots by opening the envelopes and separating ballots by precinct. Ballots are inspected in preparation for the vote counter machine. If a ballot arrives that is spoiled or not clearly marked, a duplicate ballot is created in its place. An inspector on the canvassing board duplicates the ballot and it's then reviewed by the city clerk before it's handed back to the canvassing team to be included in the count. Ballots are then counted and verified by precinct in preparation for the final count. On election night, an election vendor hired by the city clerk's office and approved by city council processes the ballots through the vote counter machine. Once processed, the ballots are placed into a verification box where a label is placed, signed, and sealed by the city clerk. The vendor then prints a report of the results and provides it to the city clerk. Once the result report is verified by the vendor and the city clerk, it is made available to the public via the City of Burbank website, social media, and on the Burbank channel. Verified ballots that were postmarked or time-stamped on or before election day, but arrive in the mail to the city clerk's office after election night on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday at noon are accepted, processed, and counted, starting at noon on Friday, following the same meticulous and methodical process described earlier. Those votes are then added to Tuesday night's total, giving the city clerk's office the final count. I hope this video has helped you to better understand how the election process works here in the city of Burbank. Don't forget, your vote counts. Thank you for participating in our city elections.